Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your weekend and having a great day wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. Things are moving even quicker than I thought they are. We're going to start with this. So as of December 13th this year, 2022, Executive Order 14607 kicks in. It's the creation of a central bank digital currency inside the U.S. And Kiyosaki called President Joe Biden's signed executive order the most treasonous act in U.S. history. And the creation of a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, as communism in its purest form, encouraging Americans to stay awake. He is joined by Jim Rickards, another economist, investor, and former CIA official who is calling it a step toward the end of cash, the greenback, in circulation since the founding fathers. The new digital tokens can be turned off if the government doesn't like what you're doing. Rickards has 4 decades of experience on Wall Street. He criticized the CBDC and labeled it as Bitcoin's evil cousin. He also exposed the supposed singular event called C-Day, which according to him will take place on December 13th, 2022, and will disrupt the traditional financial system inside the U.S. Here's the thing. I thought we had much more time before this happens. I did say, however, that 2025 timeline would change once we kicked Russia off of SWIFT. Now it's much faster than I even thought. I can see the SEC lawsuit coming to an end very soon as far as XRP goes. And then we see this. Another kind of arms race between two superpowers happens around their central banks. Right now, they weaponized the US dollar against Russia. Other countries took notice to that. And what did they do? They started creating their own currencies to get away from the US dollar. A worrisome addition to the US government's expansion of control would be the establishment of a central bank digital currency, as it would increase the government's monopoly on the financial market. They will know every single dollar you spend. There will be no working for cash any longer. Think about that. In March, President Biden signed an executive order to create a U.S. central bank digital currency. If the plan is to replace the dollar with this CBDC, then every transaction you ever make will be traceable. Is that why we need an additional 80K IRS agents? And here's the thing. This is going to kill a lot of jobs. It's going to hurt a lot of people. Do you know how many people work in the service industry? Think about that. You go out, you sit down, you eat, you tip the waiter or waitress or whatever in cash. She puts that in her pocket, or he puts that in his pocket. And guess what? He's not going to pay taxes on it. Doesn't have to. Now, all of a sudden, you're going to have to do that electronically. The IRS will know. They will get their cut. Contractors sometimes give people breaks if they pay cash. They could go unnoticed, not pay taxes on it, save you some money, save them some headaches. They will have to pay their fair share. It's going to hurt a lot of people inside the United States. And if you don't wake up, this is going to happen. I still believe we're way past the point of stopping it. I've said it time and time again. Biden's executive order 14067 calls CBDC creation communism in its purest form. C-Day happens. Paper money will be worthless, and the US dollar would crash. I told you, they are going to crash this system out. But before they usher in that CBDC, I'm telling you, they are going to have one of the biggest crises we have ever seen. And they do it every single time. They want something to get done quick. The title says it correctly. We must protest the IRS expansion to use the CBDC as surveillance. Unite against the NWO, New World Order. It is un-American. IRS hiring spree is the biggest police state expansion in U.S. history. Think about that. 87,000 new IRS agents. And they're selling it all over the media as they're only going after people that make over $200,000 a year. Or I think it was $400,000 a year. But no, they're going after small businesses. That's a fact. They're also going to tax the little guy, the guy who doesn't even make $100,000, the waitress who works at the local diner, or the waiter that works at the local diner, pocketing a little bit of cash here and there. They're going to go after them also. This is going to get very bad very quick, in my opinion. So conservative advocates condemn the U.S. CBDC development, encourage Bitcoin adoption. I could tell you right now, Bitcoin will never be used in a CBDC. They're never going to use it as cross-border payments, any of that. If anything, I believe BlackRock came in to kill Bitcoin. A lot of people don't agree with that. They say, oh, it's going to help Bitcoin. But BlackRock is tied to the World Economic Forum. They have ties to all of the elites. If they want Bitcoin to go away, that's the way you would do it. And it makes sense, but I mean, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it can very well happen if they wanted it to. All you ever hear on CT is Ethereum will flip Bitcoin, which means it definitely won't happen. I know of a digital asset that will flip Grandpa Bitcoin though. Regulation, settlement, ISO goes live. Real world use case, utility, XRP, on-demand liquidity, Ripple, liquidity hub, CBDC, most partnerships. Let me tell you something. You see all the names on here, right? Look at that. It's massive. Now you mean to tell me that they're going to choose something other than XRP to move all of the money? You don't think that all these people that partnered with Ripple over the years did not see what's coming right now? CBDCs getting built, digital currencies getting built, the new financial system being built. All these companies knew this. All these banks knew this was what was going to happen long ago. And now the time is here. XRP is going to take off in price like never before. We're going to see prices we could only dream about when it comes to XRP. The good thing is, this is already going to take place. I could tell you that right now. It's already being built. You might as well get rich and hopefully improve your life before this happens. I think the normies are going to become victims of all of this. At least if you're rich, you could have different choices you could possibly pay for. Who knows where this goes? So Ripple says SEC is wrong to object court rulings regarding William Hinman's documents. I'm telling you right now, we are never seeing those emails. This is probably how we get to a settlement. Sooner than later. We're gonna need a settlement before December. Before the US CBDC goes online. XRP is inherently not a security. XRP does not pass the Howey test. Judge Netburn said it herself that XRP has more utility than Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's all the leverage we need. The emails would be nice, but not necessary. We're never seeing them, I'm telling you right now. Then we see this. XRP, huge adoption can happen really soon. And I think it's going to happen before December. I think everything has to be in line by December now. Bob Wade discussed two different topics that caught my attention. The first was central banks. Notice that no work with crypto companies and central banks were known at that time. and was generally considered hype. Now, once you have an atomic settlement via two central banks, the game is over. Every other central bank will follow. Otherwise, their country would be at a significant disadvantage. Remember, I said when Russia got their CBDC, the US has to catch up. I said we're getting left behind with innovation. But now we see that we have already been working on this behind the scenes with that executive order. We see now that we have a due date, which is December 13th of this year. Things are going to get very chaotic in the coming months. I can see it happening. I will be here to continue making videos for you and pointing out things that are happening all over the world. But you need to stay awake. You need to see this. The good thing is you're an XRP holder. So you're always knowing what's going to happen next. You know that bag of XRP that you hold is going to make you rich very soon. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.